Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of street fighting. Well, prepare for the battle. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Into the heat of battle. Go for it. Fighters ready. Engage. You win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of street fighting. Well, I got to prepare for battle. Wait for it. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Prepare to strike. Now. Into the heat of battle. Go for it. You win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of street fighting. Well, I got the picture. Well, I got the picture. Are you ready? Go! Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Well, I got the picture prepared for the battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go!
Chat's like Asia sees man hard
Now.
legitimate.
Now. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Yeah, I've been waiting for this here for the battle. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture. Fighters ready. Engage. Prepare to strike. Now. You win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world. Well, I got the picture prepared. Well, I got the picture. Prepare to strike.
Alright guys, while I'm breaking down Dr. Steelhammer, and get on the mic, tell you guys what it is. Alright, so enjoy the matches while I break down Steelhammer. Be on here.
Yo, welcome to some Third Strike. My name's Dr. Steelhammer. I was the Urian player who just got bodied. Playing against the great Ahmed. We got a good matchup here. We got Ahmed in the blue versus Shinebox Alex in the blue pants. Shinebox is an up-and-coming Alex in the city. Ahmed's one of the old-school legends of the CF days, Chinatown Fair. It's a hard matchup here for our good friend Alex, probably 6'4" in Ken's favor. Just hard for him to get in and stay in. Ken's got so many good buttons, so many good hit confirms. There's a good example. Ken's taunt in this game does a damage boost. It's 33% on next hit except for throws. So you're going to see Ahmed taunt for damage as well as for being an asshole. Ahmed is a notorious asshole, but he's a really, really good player, and he's allowed to be. So this we're doing like 2 out of 3s. Winner stays on.
Are you ready?
Run back Ahmed versus Shinebox. Ooh, nice parry into command grab. Ahmed just always has another follow-up. You parry the first hit against a good Ken, you're always going to get hit with a follow-up. Nice parry on the cross-up. Into the corner. EX stomps. Ahmed checks that command grab with the jab shoryu. Good parry. Ooh, efficient for something there. Nice EX Tatsu cross-up. That's going to hurt.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Ooh, that was beefy. Look at that! Shinebox is shining. Ahmed checks him with that fierce shoryu into super. What's the mix-up? Short fireball is not a mix-up. Ahmed dropping some stuff here. Nice command grab. Stun bar is pretty high. Ooh, he was going for the EX knee right there for the kill. Didn't get it. Ahmed with the back throw. Ahmed in the corner is very dangerous. This could be all she wrote for Alex. He's got another super on lock. All he needs is maybe an axe kick, maybe a short jab short. Goes for the target combo. Oh, they trade. EX, nothing. Just holds it on the block. All it takes is one hit from either guy. Shinebox fishing with that. Ooh, another EX slash. Oh, Ahmed catches him in the Mexican uppercut. That one hurts. That one hurts. Coming up next, we have another Ken player here. This is Joe Dirt. Joe is a recent transplant from Boston, Massachusetts. Joe is playing Ahmed's color of white. Ahmed is playing Joe's color of blue. Ahmed in the blue, already gets the corner, big combo. Oh, full punish right there. Nice air parry. Oh, he just baits out the shoryu.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice
Move the mic. It's over for you. And remember, guys, now that I got my setup figured out, I'm going to start doing this every Wednesday. Dual streaming Street Fighter V and Third Strike.
No, it's godlike.
Yeah, everybody's with it.
Nice hit confirmed there by Joe Dirt. He's still in it. Nice 3-hit combo. That's not as easy as it looks. Joe Dirt putting pressure on Ahmed. And they trade fierce shoryus, but only one survives.
Final round. Now.
We don't play that much Super Turbo at next level. There's, I mean, definitely a scene. They come out for tournaments here and there, but there's not a lot of casual play of Super Turbo here. Joe Dirt's against the ropes here. Nice punish with the Shippu. Joe's looking around like, wow, he just did that? Yeah, he just did that. Ahmed with the wake up fierce shoryu.
You win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. I got prepared for battle.
Joe's coming out with the Shinku Hadouken Ryu. Gonna be an uphill battle here. Ooh, Tatsumaki Senku Kyaku. Good sweep there, Ahmed. The knockdown. Keep the pressure on if you jump. Nice trade there in Joe's favor. Good red parry, just wasn't enough to finish it. Joe's got the corner. And fighting for position here. Joe's holding tough, good parry. Does he get the car? No, he misses the car, sure you. Back throw. EX fireball, this could be enough. Another EX fireball. Oh, he tries to short you through the second one. I don't think that works.
Are you ready? Go.
Ahmed with the super. Joe's got that corner lockdown. Nice parry by Ahmed. Shore you into super. That's going to hurt. What's the mix-up? A lot of ambiguous cross-ups here. Joe sniffs it with a throw. Another throw. So we're going to take one more. Ooh. What's Joe got?
Final round. Go for it.
Final round. Kara, assure you, one of the harder things to do in this game right there. Good throw by Joe. This back throw keeps him in the corner. Ahmed's getting thrown a lot here. Protects that one finally. Joe with the back throw. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. He's gonna have to parry. No, he doesn't, but he gets it. Look at that. Oh, he takes one more mix-up. Oh, wake up EX, shore you.
You win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street.
Switching characters to Yang.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
New York City is the home of Unique KO, the best Yang in America, so everyone here can play Little Yang. Nice Tatsu by Joe. Ahmed finishes the Rekkas.
Fighters ready. Engage.
With that corner pressure. Back throw, the cross-up dive kick, that's so hard to deal with. Stun bar is dangerously high, and that'll be all she wrote. Oh, he doesn't punish. Joe's still in it with a Shoryu. Low 40x fireball. Do you believe in miracles? Low 40x fireball. Joe's fighting with every ounce of himself. Ahmed with a great, oh, Shoryu out of nowhere. Ahmed without the punish. It's not gonna be enough to kill. Joe, wake up with something. Don't go out like, oh, under it? Oh.
Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter.
Hey guys, it's just casuals. The tournament already ended for Street Fighter V, so I'm just breaking down right now. And then you guys get some post-tournament content.
Good evening.
This is Shinebox, the red, white, and blue Alex. This is Ahmed versus Steelhammer. Yun is Steelhammer's secondary character back when he played all the way back to Xbox before switching to Urien. Yun is kind of like the better version of Yang. Dating. It's funny you mention that because no one ever really plays Alpha 3 here. It's all about Alpha 2. All these people say play Alpha 2. Yang has Rekkas and a lot of EX. That's about it, as far as I can tell. The two of them both even have taunts that do damage.
Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Yeah, prepare for battle. Prepare to strike. Now.
And Ahmed going with Ken, one of his strongest characters. Good matchup for Ken. He's sure you any of the dive kicks. Ken is so strong in this game, not because he's really broken, but just because he's got all the tools. He's the most well-rounded character. Everything he does is confirmable to super. It's mostly safe, and it all leads to a knockdown. Great meterless combos too.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
We've entered the circus, because when Yun gets Ganagin, it's nothing but juggles. Red parry. Red parries are very hard to do. You have about a 2 to 3 frame window, depending on whether it's a normal movie parry or a special move. It really doesn't matter whether or not Yun pops Ganagin in a combo, a block string, or just full screen. His meter is so tiny, and in this game you get meter just for whiffing medium and heavy normal moves. You don't have to do specials, you don't have to hit or block, which I think adds a lot to the whole footsies game. Alright, we've got, I believe it is Joe Dirt coming in here with Trash Man Ken. Also very, very strong player, very strong Ken. That's the great thing about Yun. Got a lot of juggles. His dive kick can cross up. He can do it, he could just empty dive kick, then do his command grab, which combos into a nice combo. And that back attack is cancelable to super as well. So even if it's blocked, you can still make it safe. Nice read. Ken Super 3 doesn't do particularly a lot of damage, but like I said earlier, combos in from anything. Has a lot of links too. Like that one there before he got grabbed. Wake of Fierce Shoryu, not a great decision.
Final round. Go.
Ken's. Look at all that meter Yun's got, right as his super ended. It's almost enough for another one. I mean like next year or something? You mean like next year or something?
You win.
Oh, you mean the monthly?
Now, Find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter.
All right, we're doing best out of threes, or first to two, however you want to look at it.
Are you ready? Go.
Steelhammer going with Urian, his main. He has worked extraordinarily hard to train his Urian over the course of the year. Every time I see this man, he gets better. He is out for blood. He is trying to win all the Jazzy Circuit ranking events.
Now.
Urian also with many juggles. Now those tackles, headbutts, and knee drops, they're all charge moves. You gotta petition them in order to make them combo like that. It's very tricky stuff. Firm.
Final round. Go.
Those Aegis setups are totally unblockable. When you got something hitting you from behind and something hitting you from the front at the same time, it's a bug in the game, you can't block it. It creates for a lot of interesting situations, especially since you can parry it. Even if you don't full parry it, even if you don't parry all the hits, you can still get knocked out of it and come out on top. Joe Dirt switching to Ken. Whiffs a throw off a parry. Ken's Tatsus in this game are not very good, but his EX Air Tatsu, that's really good. It creates crazy mix-up scenarios, cross-ups. It's really, really good for getting him out of the corner.
Now.
Urian, he's really good. The thing about this game is, just because you have something crazy, stupid, and broken, doesn't mean you're like the best character in the game. Having really solid tools is like everybody's got something crazy broken in this game. Take for instance Oro. Oro, not that good, considered by a lot of people. He's got Tengu Stone. Oro has unblockable setups like Urian's got. He's got 3 of them, just like Urian. Well, Urian has 2, but you effectively get 3. He's got Tengu Stone, which basically lets him juggle you for all day for mad, crazy damage. The best characters in the game are generally considered to be Chun-Li, Ken, Yun, and Makoto. Because Makoto's got a touch of death, which isn't easy to perform either. I think there was a second version that patched out a lot of the bugs like unblockables, but nobody really likes that. Honestly, I think it adds a lot to the game, a lot of depth. Might be infuriating to deal with at first and leave you completely confused as to what to do or what's even happening, but it really opens things up.
You win.
Ahmed, you getting next? Yeah, I'll go. Unless you, who's next? Are you? All right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this. Now, find a new rival. Welcome.
I was about to get next, but Dan over here, Dr. Steelhammer, going in for seconds.
Are you ready?
Needs to avenge himself. You know, a total lack of patching can be both a blessing and a curse, because if the game is totally broken to the point where they discover that it's just unplayable, then that's kind of a shame. But if a game is broken like this, people keep finding new ways to counter things that people thought were just impossible or totally broken. People find new things. It's just all about adapting, finding new ways to deal with things, and you'd be really surprised at what you could find. You know, you don't find something completely nonsense like unblockables and then have it patched out like 2 weeks, a week.
You win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Prepare to strike.
If anybody wants to get into this game, you can do so on Fightcade, where you may or may not be able to obtain the ROMs for less than money, or you can get 30th, or even online edition on Xbox 360. I think it's a great game. And I'm a youngin'. I'm probably the youngest Third Strike player I know. I don't even know what arcades are. I think Third Strike is the game that doesn't die. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Things like Evo Moment 37, I'm sure everyone knows. That brings a lot of people to fighting games in general, but it also, I think that also really helps Third Strike in particular. Me for Easy Pop, I started playing about 3 years ago. Actually, started playing fighting games entirely about 3 years ago. What I had, before that, I mostly just played first-person shooters, but I really don't like where that genre headed. So I decided to switch over to fighting games. Moment 37, I know most people say that, but that's kind of what got me interested in fighting games. And I messed around a little bit with Street Fighter V when it first came out, but I checked out Third Strike because it seemed like such an interesting game. The concept of parries, you know, you're never out of the fight, you never give up. That just speaks to me. That speaks to the human spirit.
Find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter.
No one's gonna hit you with a setup where it's like you gotta eat a fireball on wake up and it's gonna chip you to death. You don't gotta do that.
Are you ready? Go.
But I first started coming to the arcades, the locals, about a year ago with iFix Machine. And rest in peace, they've closed down. I miss it so much, but hey, we got next level here. I'm loving it. The scene's only getting stronger. But once I started coming out to locals, you know, no matter how much anxiety, social, and a genuine pit of rage in my stomach from getting mixed up all day, beat, I got so much better. Even though it doesn't seem like it from my matches, these people are, there's something close to gods. But and Mr. MF Zorro, I'm not entirely familiar with the differences between Fightcade. Fightcade is just an emulated version. It's pretty much the same. Of course, you know, the nature of being online, you're always going to have to deal with lag between two players, you know, latency. 30th, I don't think it's necessarily worth the price point, but still a great way to play.
Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter.
Thank you, Tracy Bob. All right. Alright, this is the last match of the stream. We got Dr. Steelhammer versus Ahmed's Ken.
Fighters ready. Engage.
So one thing that's a fun fact in this game, when you get hit or block a move crouching, it adds an extra frame or two of hit stun or block stun, which allows people to link, not cancel, but link into supers, like Ken's axe kick. If you eat that crouching, you eat a super. Ahmed liking the style, that's not very practical at all, but oh, wow. Ahmed's got great reactions. He punishes with raw super just on reaction, and that's a perfect victory. PV.
Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Well, I got to prepare this battle. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
If there's anything you guys don't understand as to what's happening in the game, please feel free to ask. I don't understand it all, but I think I have a decent grasp on what's going on here. He's still very hard to get in on due to those long limbs. Oh man, Ahmed's just styling. He's playing the worst super. Ken's absolute worst super. In this game you can pick multiple supers. Sometimes there are multiple viable supers. Other times, not so much. Woo. He is not afraid of that Aegis at all. The primary purpose of Aegis is just, oh well, you know, just to reflect projectiles. Oh, you tried to go for the red parry. Missed it.
Prepare to strike. Now.
That's one of the flaws of that super. People can just fall out of it anytime. Nothing's guaranteed. Looks like Steelhammer messed up one of his Aegis tackle juggles. Alright, if Ahmed closes this out, that'll be it. Didn't go for the red parry that time. He wants to keep this going. Oh wait, no, Ahmed can't close this out. Down a round.
You win.
Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I gotta pack down the rest of my setup, so I'll see you guys next time. Send you guys upstairs to Sleepy. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Bye. Yeah, battery's dying.